Let's go! Hello everyone! Hi, Peter! Hi to Grace! I know everything. I can feel you coming. Okay. So we have a nice drawing session today. I have 2 new street signs for you. So let's just jump right into the designer. Bye bye my lovely intro music. Bye bye. Zdravím vás, Skizzy. Hello. It's my music. That's my way to be creative and productive. I have prepared 2 new signs. We can have a little chat what we want to do first. This is the mock-up for the training grounds. We got a little sword here, some arrows and a dummy. We just have to make the nice textures on it. I already have done the block out work. And the second one is the more yummy one. It's the bakery with some nice pastries, a little cake and a cookie with cream. And the question is, what do we want to do first? First the training grounds or first the bakery? Oh yes, a pet rock. No, sorry, a cat rock. Because he wants to see the bakery. As you can see, I've done a lot of different shadings here to help me draw. Thank you. I see Cat Rock enjoyed it. Yes. So if there's no one voting for the training grounds, then I will start with that one. First of all, I want to explain a bit how I did this stuff here. So I've got different vector curves that are just filled with basic colors. So I have like a basic idea where to go, where to find what, and what to do. So I have my setup done. We got a nice plate that is made of wood. We got some cream that is dripping down here, a bitchin' cookie with some extra cream. Maybe we add some berries or something or sprinkles to it later. And then we have a nice layered cake with what's it called? Raspberry, yes. Raspberry glacier and a nice raspberry on top. I haven't done a raspberry yet, so I try to get some of these berries as single items here. And I hope this will help me to draw it better. But we can start with the cookie first. This seems to be quite easy. So what you can see here, we got this cream part here. And the fun thing about is I've just duplicated one of these shapes for the cream. One is lighter, one is darker. And when you move them around, then you create this 3D version of that. But it's still for some creamy topping, it's way too hard. And that's why I want to just blur that part out, and boom, it's softened instantly. Like yum yum yum. What do we want to do with that? I thought we could maybe double that part and then draw on top of that. Let's see if this will turn out good. So I just double that. We take away the cream from that one. This will go below. And then I try to fade this one as well and see if we can make the border soft. Yeah, that's a bit better. Put this inside of the cookie, so it helps us blend this part a bit out without blending all of that. I want to add some glossy parts here. We add some bit of crumbles, and that make it a bit more tactile, and give some darker parts for the bites here. And then we can add slight toppings in the end. So let's swap the persona into pixel. That was all pure vector. Now we are changing to the pixel persona. I'm right now going into this curve. You're creating a new pixel layer that goes inside. So I'm drawing just on top of the dark part here. What we need now is some color. I take this, we go here, make it slightly darker. And if we go darker, then we reduce the saturation. That makes shadows a bit more believable. And as we did in the last couple of times, we are using the Neptune brush palette to give it some sort of handmade watercolor theming. And I'm working most of the time with the 80% water brush and the 50% water brush. The 80% water is way softer, make it darker of course. And the 50% water is more intense in color. As you can hear, you can see that now. We're adding some darker shades. This. Bit more of a dirtier look, but that's what we want. It has to be like a bit imperfect, a bit more handmade. And now with the 50% water brush to give it some highlights. Still a bit too thick. Ah, here we go. There we go. A bit lighter. Thinner for some hard edges. This is what keeps this stylized style all together. Oh, you're having Gizzy that new stream series feature. So you're getting, I think it's extra crystals the more often you watch the streams. So that's pretty awesome. So let's try and see if we can get some darker circles here to do, like if there is some sort of crust here. Yeah. Cookie side and cookie top. Just toning it down a bit, like this. And now I go to the next layer, which is this one. I will create a new pixel layer and we bring that below our cream. So we are drawing on top of that color now. And we're going a bit darker. I need my 80% brush. Let's see how dark we need to go until we can see the structure. Ah, there you are. It was hidden. Ah, it was inside of that curve. Oh. Let's bring you here. Now you can see it here. We'll move it later. First need to make it visible. Give it some lighter parts. It's all about some shadings to make this cookie part a bit more friendly. That's a bit too small. I don't like it. Hey, Sauron! Welcome, welcome! Long time no see. Let's add some from here to the top. Maybe something in between. It's doing its doing. I try to add a bit more blending out here. I will add a layer on top, which is going on top of both, to have some sort of mixed layer here. And let's try to move this baby above that so we can see that texture is done. Hey, Crystal Flint! I want to add a bit more of variety here, and this has to look more cookie-ish. So we go with our 50% water to make the color more intense, and then we add some lighter and darker parts to it. Like this, and you here and here. Maybe some of these as well. Smaller. I will definitely wash out that layer as well. Not like this. And then we can give it some this. Checking how much we want. And put a layer on top. Just for the blending here. We are taking the 80% again. And I try to get some color that is in between. We're going just to blend out a bit these parts, making them less sharp. That takes a sec. Too much inside of the cookie itself. Need to color correct here. It's darker on that part. Or like this maybe. Now let us zoom out because yeah, we have to see it from far away. Yeah, that's looking cute. Just like to add a bit more of color here. Maybe a bit darker than that. Hey, Vibe, how are you? Oh, you're doing some chemistry. That's pure alchemy. Have fun and don't blow yourself up. Let's see, does this help us? I haven't done a bite yet. More darker here. I'm trying to imagine how a bite should look like. Maybe like this. We can only imagine. So that's about this part. I want to give the cream a bit more of some shine. So we are heading into, come on, open. This one. We have to be between those two, like a sandwich layer. Here we are. I'm going directly for the 50% brush. We're collecting this color and go white. And this way we can draw on something like this. Like this. Now I go for smaller brush. I will blend it out later when I'm done with the basic drawing. This. And we can try for a nice eraser. Cut the hard edges. I should cut out the other side. Was a bit much. This. And then just reduce the opacity a bit. There we are. Glossy, glossy. What about adding some sprinkles or some berries to it? That could be cool. Because I need to add a bit more of definition here. It looks a bit dull, to be honest. Let's go for that. And meanwhile, you guys can decide if you rather like to see some berries in this cream, or some sprinkles. Can I eat that? Yes, you can. It's all yours. I really want to see like all the different pastries later in our game. That will be definitely a blast. Have to be a bit thinner and lighter. I've seen it. You want this, yeah. Just a little highlight to the edge here. Oops. Like that. I'm just trying to add a little berry to it. Let's see if this goes well. My idea is to take one of these. Maybe let's try a bluish one. This is my Campfire palette. If you haven't seen it, yeah, this dark blue could be cool. And what I want to do now is to make this one a curve, and to just squish it a bit like that. That could be okay. A bit bigger maybe, and then we can add several of these. I will first make one, then we copy and paste them and give them additional effects. Just go in here. I will select this, go way darker. Not like that. Have to add my layer first. Hi, Zaki. Thank you for the wood. How are you doing, darling? Need some strong, darker color here. Yeah. This is the way to go. Slowly but surely, I'm adding depth to it. We're going into pure dark, just for the edges down here. And of course we go into the other direction. Give it a bit of line on top. And the brighter the contrast, the smaller the brush. Like this. Yes, Zaki knows it right. This is the Affinity Designer. And yeah, it's definitely my most liked application for drawing. It works so good. It's fun to draw. And as you can see, this way of the mixture of hand drawn and vector drawing is so easy to do and maintain. And one more here. That could be enough. Yeah, I think that's okay. So we got all the berries here. What we need now are like little hints where they sank in. So we have to use a mixture of highlights and shadows. So here's our brush. We are using the 80% water. And I have to copy first that color. We can just go for, yeah, that and do the low lights first. We need some shadowies. Let's see. Yeah. It's subtle, but it's working. This. I will add another and darker layer as soon as I've done all of them. Show how they are sinking into the cream, half buried. Let's zoom out quickly. Yeah, we can definitely go darker. Have to go smaller. Hey Jess, thank you for the follow and welcome, welcome. My little cat rock had put on his favorite celebrity hat for you. So you are now the person of the moment. Welcome on board. Hey yo. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good time. I'm trying to sink some berries into cream. Maybe I need to change the brush now for 50% water because it's way more heavy in color. Yeah, that's better. So I imagine there is some gloss wherever the gloss is like bent over, having some edges. And this will be most likely like this. Oh, thank you, thank you. I do my best to get things done. So I think that should do the job. Let's quickly test it from far away. Could be more intense, to be honest, but I don't want to overdo it. Let's just give it some pure white to be a bit more extreme with that one. Just some lines. Because we see the cookie can take it. Thank you, thank you. I made it all by my own. And this is my lovely and bouncy Halloween special. Now I'm going here for the color fields. We're adding darker shades here. Because we've seen this cookie can't take it. And yeah, everything will be also super small in game, because this is meant for a street sign. Have a good one, Crystal. So, oops, didn't want to do that. I wanted to. Yep, that's good enough. Good enough for me. So, cookie check. We can close that. I will give this little cream baby here some shine and some shadow. We make this quick so we can go on with the other parts. Like this. It doesn't need much, just some brushing around the edges here. This and some, yes, a good cookie. And some lights over here, and of course down here, maybe a bit more here. And the lighter we go, the smaller the brush will get. This will give us a natural fading of our lights. And even smaller. And into super white, because we are glossy. Gloss. It's not much, but it will do its job. I will take my eraser now, clear out this outer line a bit. So, good enough. If we go far away, yep. Still looks yummy. And let's just quickly make this board down here. Not big of a deal, and then we can take this beautiful little tartlet. I want this with some yummy and juicy raspberry topping. Yum, yum, yum. So let's go for this one. This is the bottom part. And first of all, let's check our brush. We are on the 80% brush. Taking the color from here and going darker. And a bit behind that drop. As you can see, boom, just per brush strokes and it's looking 3D. There's not much you need to do with this technique. It's easy peasy. Some little highlights here. Come on. A bit lighter. Oh, that was much. Sorry. And since this is wood, I'm taking the 50% brush. We're going darker, and I made some super thin, yeah, that could be enough, strokes to imitate the idea of having like a wood pattern here. Doesn't have to be much. So, ta-da! I too. I need these pastries. Okay, now we got this border and the inner circle. So this one is the outer circle. We're bringing this below that because this is the inner part. And we're now drawing just on this border part. I'm taking the same colors as for the bottom there. And we are starting with 80% water, soft brushing, and just giving these edges a nice darker shade and a little shadow around the droplet. That's all we need. Then we can go light. Maybe, I forgot here. We need some shadow here beneath there. Cookie. Yeah, my baby. That's the shadow I need. And now for the light. Have to blend them correctly so they can live. Yeah, that's it. Again, we need dark strokes here with the 50% water and super thin brush to add this wooden look. Doesn't have to be like super cool because yeah, as you can see, the far away we get, the better it looks. That's my luck. It doesn't have to look super good, just good enough. And now we are drawing inside of that circle. I'm creating one inside. This is so beautiful, as you've already seen. As soon as we have this nesting structure and my pixel layer is inside of one of these vectors, I can't draw out of the lines. This is so fail-safe. Perfect for idiots like me. So we're starting with that one. And we are going even darker than that one. No, they ain't much darker, but yeah, there is still some room for more darkness. So that's it. You need to emphasize these borders here, like this. I think that's good enough. So we can finally go to woohoo! that beautiful baby here. I hadn't forgotten to add some. Do we need some? Yeah, let's add some of these quickly. Oh, it wouldn't enough. Do I have to go now? So I'll see you all whenever I join next time. Yeah, see you again later. Was nice to have you here. Wooden board is done. Now do the cake. Do the cake. Do the cake. I'm starting with the bottom. This is the cake part. Then we got some cream inside. And the raspberry topping on top. Let's grab this color. So we're going dark. 80% brush. It's adding, but it's not much. Let's get darker here. Now you can see it a bit. I'm going to add some more light here. Let's see if we have something patchy. Yeah. It has to look some sort of doughy like. Let's go back again to the 80%. Let's darken up these edges a bit more. Want these borders to be darker. You can see it's like overshadowed by the upper part. Yeah. Need to be even darker here. Yep. In my eyes, this is some cake part. Now let's continue with the middle cream part. I think this is some, what do you call it? Some cheese type, like cheesecake. So we are going to select that color. Darken it. Brush is okay. Just not big enough. I'm adding some darker here. Just to blend it a bit out. Need this shadow beside the cookie to make this cookie more believable. And now I'm going smaller again, because this cream is having its own shadow. We want to make it look like it's some thick topping. Oh, that's too much. That's a bit too good. And I want to live for that highlights here. We want to make this like interesting, a bit glossy. Going to add lighter part. Yeah, let's see how this is looking. That ain't bad. And again, I want to add this wet part here and see how it's doing. See it from far away. It could be lighter. But instead of now brushing there like crazy, we can just take this whole thing and I can do some color correction and see if we can do something for it. Don't want it to be too greenish. Let's see it from far away. Yes, way better. Way better. But I will have to give it some small, brighter brush part here. 80% water. Color can be intense. Because this is a bit too dark to really shine. And the darkness comes just from the shadow here. Yeah. So like this. I like it. I like it. I like it. Was a bit more of like extra shiny shine, but with this brush just adding some extra here. It doesn't really need to do something, but it's adding detail. It makes it look more interesting. So that is my cream layer. And let's see how we can do this raspberry top layer. That's going to be interesting, to be honest. We need to add some texture and we need to add some thickness and shine and everything like that. First of all, I want to blur out that one as well to get a softer border. Bam. That's part one. And what we can do also is I'm going this. Now I'm going here a bit thicker to the sides. You can see it's a bit thicker than the cake itself, symbolizing that it's going on top. Okay, now to our pixel layer. This is too much. 80% is well enough for us. And now I'm taking this color and we're going darker. Bum, bum, bum. This is some basic rounding. And then I go thinner. And we start to give everything some hard corner shadows. That's still too low. Yeah, now we're talking. So now we are showing the thickness of this cream. Let's quickly check it from the distance. This. Oh, that's a good start. I will add a bit to this corner part here. Oh, that's too dark. Let's rather take the semi-dark red. Still too dark. Yeah, better. Like this. And we'll bring this here as well. Oh, we can't. We have to add another layer for that. We are on top of that ellipsis. Here we are. And this is now the drop shadow from the whipped cream. Now, brush it out a bit. And of course we have to go into the other direction. First with some bigger highlights here. Be smaller now. Oh, this is some dripping drip. Oh, I'm getting hungry. I really want a cake now. So lighter and smaller. You're showing some glossiness. And a bit of that here. And a bit here. So, and of course we need some nice highlights here as well. Boom. I like it. And now the pure white is only, oh, let's take the other brush. Only for the centers of our highlights. Like super shine. I'm so bad in drawing like in this direction. You get some droopy here. Of course, have the most drip. That's yummy. I want that. Let's see it from far away. Oh yes. Ooh. That's cool. But we don't have to forget we need some sort of little texture to it. It's not just red cream. It has to be a bit more. So I thought we could add, I just take another layer just to be sure. We are painting on top. I'm taking one of the darker shades, maybe some darker reddish shade, and I'm trying to add some little dots or what to it. We have something already here. Nope, then I have to draw them by hand. Let's try this 50%. And I'm first drawing on some random objects. I will blend them out later. Just to make them a little bubbly. This. Let's just try how it works. It looks. Oh. This, and I'm taking just the opacity off to make it a bit visible. That's not bad from far away. It has some effect to it. Okay, now to the whipped cream. Give me that cream. Ha! I already created some basic shape based off an image of a proper cream. These shadows, they just help me to get the 3D form right. I'm taking this just as a hint and nothing more. So I'm taking one layer for all of them, and we are starting now with the lights. 80%. I'm taking this one and we're making them light first so I get the basic form done here. It's too thick. I need a more defined brush. Yeah, that maybe. This maybe as a basic shape here. And we go lighter, lighter, lighter first. To give it a hard edge on one side. I can only imagine how whipped cream should look like. Never tried to draw it. Why should I? It's such a weird shape. Maybe like this. A bit more of blending here. Brush is 80% water, that's okay for me. This maybe.
Zackles355 gifted us with 5 coins for the
Oh my
Yummy
god,
Bakery.
thank you, Zaki. Yum yum, thank you, thank you. That's so nice of you. And again, my Ko-fi thingy is dead. I have to definitely look for that, but I never the time. I'm so sorry. But I thank you very much. I really appreciate your support. I'm taking this color and I want to go a bit darker from here on to give this the shadow we need. The shadow. between here. I hope people can see what I'm doing here. Need this to be a more hard shadow because the form of the whipped cream is super defined here. And here you go. A campfire cookie cutter. Just with a camp symbol or some special shape. Like this. You need definitely something in between. Yeah. That's a bit too dark for my liking. That's a bit better. Just round with a flame in the middle. Say no more. I'm going for plain white. Yeah, hey! Don't throw monkeys on me. No. Light part there wasn't right. I think I need some of the dark here in the middle. That's looking weird. I don't know why. Maybe I need some more of that here. See it from far away. It looks a bit more like busy. Maybe I should lighten it up completely to make it more look like cream. Let's try this. This is my curve, and with the HSL corrector. Ah, now we are talking. That and maybe some more contrast. Let's see. That's on. Oh no. No. I need to delete that. I just want it only on that one. Can we do that? Maybe? Ah, no. I think that's all it can do. Yeah. Definitely. This is some whipped cream now. I will do the little leaf here first because I think the raspberry will be my arch enemy. It has so much detail to it. So let's keep it easy. We're at 80% water. That's fine for me. Taking that color. And I'm starting again with some dark parts for the outline. This will give our leaf a bit of some 3D shaping. Don't forget the shadow. I'm going darker. Just the edges. Bum, bum, bum. I'm adding a bit more on that side because that's the side that is downwards. Oh, and now we're taking the other brush, 50%. I go even darker, but smaller. See about this? No, that's too thick still. Just add some leafy patterns to it. If we see it from far away, it's looking cute. A bit more highlight maybe in between these parts here. And then we are done with the leaf. Oh, that's a bit too much. It's too light. No. And that's naturally uneven. Okay. Whew. Fingers crossed. Wish me luck. I'm tackling now the raspberry. Thank you, Zaki. Okay, I want to try a trick. I am selecting one first. Let's try this one. And I am giving it some gradient, sorry. Not linear, but radial. That's why I called it like that. And just like this. If I copy that onto the other ones, then we have a basic shape of these roundish parts. Not linear, but radial. And that will help me draw everything on top here. So next, you're next. As you can see, we got this bubbly 3D effect. Yeah, you're right. I need to save. Thank you guys for telling me. You know, I forget this all the time. Oh, one more here. Next one is down there. This. This maybe. You are here. This is so easy and so satisfying to do. I'm sure everyone can do this and pull this off. You just have to play with these different forms. Then you'll find. Okay, so base is done. We got some idea how our bubbles are looking. Now comes the brushing part. Brush, brush. Because this is too clean. We need to make it look more hand-painted. I know it's a weird thing to have something digitally drawn and then speaking about hand painted look. But that's what we are aiming for here. It has to look like someone was drawing it onto a wooden board with their bare hands and a nice brush. I'm filling out now the gaps here. Can maybe go a bit thicker and a tiny bit lighter. And of course there are some left that I haven't drawn in there. Because I thought, okay, when I got the center parts here, then I don't need the rest down here. These corner bubbles, they aren't that important. We're getting to it slowly. Now like this. I will have to collect the light color from here to put them there as well. Can I go even a bit lighter? This brush is super soft. And there we are. Thinner and make some harder shadows. Oh no, that's more purple. Why are you so purplish? Maybe I bring you a bit more into a reddish territory. You see that too? I need to find a shade that is dark enough for our needs. I'm not so satisfied yet with it. Maybe it comes with painting. Wanted to exaggerate these corners where they meet. Maybe like this. I will add more dark, but I need to add shades, so we are having different types of darkness, and we have to go darker and darker and darker by the bit. This is definitely the most interesting and most complicated shape I've ever drawn. And without the aid of these pre-made shapes, I had no chance, like literally no chance to survive this. Now let's try it. And when I'm done with this shape, I will use a big brush and give it this classic 3D shadow treatment. Let's try some more highlights here. Now we need to go into more a white of territory. This colorful stuff ain't do it anymore. Every bubble gets a little shiny to it. We are respecting their shininess. This. Now I take this color. Oops, that's a bit too big. Yeah, that's better. Give it a basic brush here. From far away, it's not too bad, not too shabby. I'd still eat it, I think. And that's, ladies and gentles, mint and everything in between and around. I think that is the sign for our bakery. Bakery master, Mr. Pigeon, will definitely like it. Let's quickly save it and export it. Yes, it's a whoop whoop. Bakery. We had so many talks about how to make the bakery sign, because depending on the country where you're from, it may look different in your point of view. So we had different ideas how to do it, how to make it, and in the end I was just like, F it. We are going to make it more like a patisserie with some nice thingies. And this is now the training ground. What you can see here is a wooden puppet. It has a target in the middle of the shirt. We have a little sword here in the ground. I will fade out properly the ground here. 2 arrows are sticking inside, and instead of a helmet, it is wearing a bucket. Why a bucket, you might ask? Because I wanted to show that the training grounds are not like a military place or somewhere where it's like getting to the hard point. No, the training grounds are meant to be a fun place where you can try out new techniques, and most of all, where you can't die when you are having some sparring fights with others. So this is super light-hearted and it's meant for practice. That's my TED talk about the training grounds. Thank you. What should we start with? Should we start from top to bottom maybe? I've done all the block outs because yeah, this is the most boring part. And then we'll see. I've got a little nice bucket here. It again is parted into different things. I will just start with one basic layer here. Yeah, grabbing that color. Are we still into 80% water here? Make it darker. You can see it in these two areas, just for your interest. Now you can see it a bit better. I'm making now this main part here. Making the things 3D is so easy. That's sweet. And now to the top part. Make you even darker. Here we are. So, and now zoom in. Lighter and smaller. We need you even smaller, like this. And again, lighter and smaller. I think that's good enough. Yo. Next part is this here. The border down there. Brush, 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 brush. The inside of that. Hello? No. Give it some shine. Shine, some shine. And on top of everything, please close, mister. I will add another layer right here. Swapping the brush to 50% water means more color. And I am starting with a dark color. Make some. I try to make scratches. Now they're super uneven, like this. And on top we are making small light strokes, too thick. They have to be on the bottom side because the not light enough. Ooh. Because the sun will fall onto the corner here. Aren't you not? Ah. Oh, 50%. But you're not bright enough. Now we're having some. Just giving it some light brush strokes here. A bit much. Tone you down a bit, yeah. I think that's okay. Yeah. Geezy will understand. No, Geezy has to look up. What? She mentioned me? Why? I haven't done anything. I said, you know the scratches. You will understand the scratches on the helmet. But this is some base shadow working here. And now we're going darker and smaller to make this thing 3D-ish. I have to do is just to give both sides a dark shadow, and then we can call it a day for this thing here. I told you, Geezy will know. So now to the lights. Just giving it one light center. Ta-da! You know what? I will give the bucket here in this layer a bit more of a shadow here and around these edges. Not much, just a bit to make it more appealing. Because this light edge here is just not working for me. We'll give it some more handmade look. Way better, yeah. It's looking less clean. Yep. So, oops, enough of that. That thingy is done. I think we can do the job on our wooden parts here. We got a head, we got a neck, we got the arms, and we got the legs as one part. I'm starting now with the head. Selecting that color. going darker. And first up, do some shadowy. Okay. A drop shadow from the bucket. Super hard shadow. There we are. That's what we need. Give it a warmer tone. Here in the center from the face. Just a bit. And then of course some darker. What did you say? Light. Why what did I say? Light. Oh, I have to change the brush for 50%. We have more color. Make some wooden lines here. Like this, bam. Next. Next is Mr. Neck. We got some colors to work with. Just have to swap my brush. We're getting the right shadows here. Of course, the head is giving some. We have a lot of shadow here. Just a bit here. Because we have a light source somewhere here. Boop, boop, boop. And then again back to the 50%. That's a bit too thin. So wood to the arms. Hello, mister. 80% again. Color this one. Yeah. Hello, garbage crafter. And well observed. Have a good night, Zaki. Thank you for coming by. Reef, thank you for your support. I'm adding the darker shadows, and of course we need to add these corners of these parts where the wood is like split, cut, whatever. No wood without the highlights. And of course the dark lines. We have to pretend that it's wood. It needs a little bit of straw, barely visible at the bottom. Here we can like stuff it out with a bit of straw here and there. Yeah, just some basic lines. And now onto this side part. We'll collect the color first. A bit thicker, please. Make a darker shadowy part here. And of course go lighter as well. Yeah, that's a bit hard to do for me. That angle has not much to offer for me to paint on. So what I will do, I will go super, super small here. Yeah, that's maybe a good choice. Try to draw on some swirls. Sure, it won't be visible anyway. I need a bit of a highlight here on that edge to make it shine. Maybe a bit here. Yeah, I think that's the best I could do. Let's continue with the legs. Right on. Need to find some middle tones. Thank you, Garbage Crafter. Oh, I think that could be it. Getting some additional shadows around the leaves here. And exaggerate these edges before we are going to add these lines. Oh, this was all 50% right. That's why it felt so weird. Okay, my fault. I should have checked. Now we're adding these tree bark lines. If you wish to do something silly, tie a sword onto one of the stumps. It looks like it's holding it. That's sweet. Maybe later. We have enough time. Let's see. Oh, like this. That looks wooden to me. Not bad, not bad. We could now continue with the shirt. It has two parts, this back part of the sleeve and the main part with the target. I will try to give it first some basic fabric shading. We've seen in the last couple of streams that sometimes this brush is a bit weird, but I love this one. Not fur, but fabric. Just have to make it dark and working like this, because it's hard to trigger. Where are you? Can't see anything. No, not yet. It's not showing again. Why? Last time with the bag, it was like having issues as well. Maybe if I try to start painting on it when it's outside of something. We got this. No. Maybe it has issues with the size? No, I don't think so. Oh no, it's showing here at least some little dots. I can't detect any color here. Let's delete that and create a new layer. And we just try to draw on again. Ah, there you are. Now you're working, you little bastard. Here we are. Let's first make it like this. We have some groundwork on it. Some lighter parts here. This will help us to make things look a bit more dirty. And yes, I'm mixing red to it. Oh. It's first. Okay, I'm having now this layer and I'm putting it into that curve. Part 1. Then I'm taking away a bit of it. So now it's blending. And I can take a new layer here, but beneath that one. Oh, not inside here. Yeah, I need you. Just for some basic shadowing. Now we can go back to our Neptune. 80% water. Color something of this, but darker. I have to exaggerate these little parts here and the bottom part. Need to give this some shadows. Bam 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 bam. I can't wait to add these to the game. Some little folds here, just a bit. Shadowy, shadow is shadowy. And of course, a bit of light. Oh, that's too light. Just around the shoulders, where many people maybe hit that thing. That's saggy. I don't want to do much to that target. I think it looks fine like that. We could try to blur it out a bit, but I'm not sure if this will add something. Let's see. We do some blurring. It's so small, nobody will see it anyway. Okay, now to the back part of that sleeve. We don't need much of texture here, just shadow. That's all we need, shadow coming from here. Yup, done. I will maybe add in this pixel layer a bit of shadow around this arrow. Just like this. Enough. Here's an idea on Halloween, the dummies fight back. That would be fun. Not gonna lie. So next up, let's try to make the arrows. So this is a little group. We have two curves. One is just the feathers and one is the shaft. And yet it's easy like that. We give the feathers a bit of the darker part around the center. Darker. And some light here maybe. And I will try to make slightly feathery pattern. With lights and darks. Yep. Take the other arrow as well, since we already got the colors here. This is what we need for the center shadows. The super dark one here. Brushing off the edges. And then some feathery lines here. That's it. Now to the shaft of both arrows. Again, selecting the color. This is the safest way to get to know what matching color the shadows should be. This and a highlight on the other side. Yep. That's all we need for that part. Here is arrow number 2. Dark first. Good enough. And this light part. Ooh, someone summoned the great and magic garbage crafter. Up. Error done. Next up is our little training sword. To close all my stackings. I don't know how I feel about that, but alright. You don't have to feel about it, you just have to accept it. So this, my friends, is our mighty sword. Let's try again to make some dark parts first and then adding some lights. That should probably work for us. Making the center part here. And of course, these lighter shinies. I don't know. Yes, you could tell me how they're called. Yeah, maybe like this. Yes, you again. How are these? They are not bloodlines. How are these called in a sword? You can see it. I'm making these thingies here. Said it to piss you off. I know it's not called like that. That's why I'm asking. So now to the wooden part here. Boom. It's a bit too dark. First brush. I need some lighter highlights. Now this is the dandle. Nothing much about that. Adding some random shine to it, and then the pommel. Come on, Mr. Pommel. Let's make you cute and round, like a ball. Bam, 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 bam. I'm still waiting for the explanation. What this not bloodline called is called. So maybe some extra shiny to that one. It looks not shiny enough. Yep, that's it. Last but not least, let's do some grass pattern here and proper fade out for that floor. So we got a grass curve here. We don't need to do much here, just a bit of shading. We can go maybe lighter here in this case. Make the grass lighter towards the tips. Oh, that's looking cute. I think I will keep it. it's just a bit too light here. Yep, that's it for that part. Let's go to the next ones. I got this one here. And I'm adding the slight tips. Next one is this. We're giving you just some lighter tips here on the leaves. And then of course we go dark again or for other parts, for example, like this middle part here. Then it looks a bit interesting. Lighter tips for you. And the last one is here. So now that is looking all nice and cute. We got this curve here. This is our floor part. It's way bigger than the screen, but that's all that we need for now. I'm collecting this shade from the grass down here. And I wanted to blend it, as you can see. I'm going to blend it a bit more in a second. First, let's do some groundwork here. Yeah, now it's hidden. The corners have to be hidden. So now this is done. We can add some lighter parts with these sprinklies on top. And maybe try this brush again. Slightly darker patches to fade out. Oh, this is looking dirty. Too dirty. I want another more chaotic one. Water brush flat. This, yes, but with another color. Need something more light and delightful. I can't tell you enough and often enough how much fun it is to draw with these water type brushes. Feels like the real deal. That's the chaotic we need. Yes. Hello. That's what I want. That's what we need. It's looking nice from the far. And maybe make this a bit more prominent. Let's see. Go here. Do that. What if I take you above that? And above that? And above that? No, that's too much. What if X? No, this is you. Let's try to play with the colors a bit. Make them more intense. No. Nope. It's not better, unfortunately. But what do you guys think? Oh, enough borderlands for today. That's really good to hear. I think the helmet could need a bit more shine. Let's try this. There's some highlight. Going here. Right brush. Some water should be good. Just a bit. That's too hard. We need the 80% water. Yeah, that's the spot. Yes. Yes. Let's save that and export. And I can quickly add this to the game and then we're done. Training grounds export. Both files are exported. That's also the file that I'm going to use inside of the Discord to show everyone what we've done today. And now let's endure the wait for Unreal Engine to start. I'm swapping over to where we can wait for the loading. There we are. No, I don't get paid for my overtime, blah, blah, blah. Just let me add it. Quick sip. Don't forget to hydrate. Yeah, that's for my brush. I have put away my pen and my drawing board. Because we need now mouse and keyboard. La 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 la. It's taking forever. But I like the splash screen. This is so satisfying for me. Like this baby here. And it's also small on my PC, so it's not filling the hole. Alright, when is your 30 minutes or your time? Okay, sorry. But I think I won't make it in this time because yeah, level loading takes so long. And we have to open the big one. So I have to wait until I can click. Yeah, here we are. I'm selecting our level. And now we have to wait for that to render. Ah. And I am looking forward to the next costume I could wear after Halloween. I love this one, but I can't wear it all the year long. That would be awkward, even for me. I mean, yeah, Cat Rock, he loves his cat ears. But Cat Rock, even you have to be normal again, yeah. Mm-hmm. Just waiting for the last shaders. We have 2 training grounds. We can see that sign in action, and we have 1 bakery in Stolica. So this is the place where we want to see these 2 signs. There's still some more to draw, some One is for like a danger sign. One is for the harbor with a ferry. One is for a construction sign, and I have to do 2 signs for the farms, one for each. One is for the pet farm, one is for the veggie farm. So yeah, there's a bit more to do. Maybe I can someday do a little live drawing just for the supporters only. Yeah, we'll see. And when all signs are done, I think then we will continue with either new creatures or something else we need. It should be opening. Yeah, there we are. It's coming. It's still loading in, but I don't have to wait. Yeah, and don't be irritated by weird flickering. I have like super low specs for my working environment to be more faster on that. Yeah, it's doing again it's thingy here. Faster for working here. Because yeah, otherwise my poor PC it really can't take the whole map and everything while streaming, and even less while I am menu shape masters effects when I'm in VR. It can't take everything, like VR and streaming, and that at the same time is the pure horror for my little PC here. I mean, it's not the worst machine, it's a pretty beefy one, but yeah, the streaming and that, it really does me a hard job. So where are the 2 files? Here, let's just import them. Here we are. Now I can swap. What a nice collection, eh? This is all the same vibe, and I really love it. Materials. So here are the decals: sign healing, hairdresser, fish, ship, training. This is the training ground, and I just have to swap this image for that one. Be sure to make this a 1, and then it should be good. And still, oops, move it a bit to the center. Maybe enlarge it slightly. Ta-da! So this is one of them. Now let's head over to Strolica, where the second training ground is. Oh, too fast, too fast, too fast. This one's a bit dark, but that's because of the lighting here. It depends on where the sun is. That ain't bad. Hey, Papa Sensei! Welcome, welcome, and thanks for your follow. Welcome on board. I need to find a good point, to make here. One nice screenshot of how it looks like on top of the sign wood. Ain't that cute? All of our work. Let's make some screenshot for the Discord. Oh, no video. I want an image. Thank you, mister. One for the Discord. And then the bakery. What am I working on? I have just drawn this sign for a training ground inside of the game. So people have like different signs that will tell them universally where they are. For example, we got this sign here for a crafting house. And now I will add one here to the bakery because the bakery didn't have any yet. And I see there's a slight inconsistency in that wall. You can fix that after adding that sign. So I'm going here. We got some different signs here. I will just make a copy of that. Sign bakery. Open it. Add our bakery icon. Opacity is 1. We don't need any color change to it. Save. And then I will add a decal to it with the proper texture. Oh, Godot's pretty cool, but it's a bit too new for me. I need something that has like more documentation and more of a history to it so I can really trust it, to be honest. I will open that inside of this blueprint. Give me a sec. Yes, the bakery, so this sign will stay with the bakery. Godot can even do VR at the moment. So it's really neat. I'm adding this decal. So a decal is nothing else than a sticker. And you just have to put it on any surface that you need. Let's bring it forth and up. And right to this. Then I can swap the decal material for a bakery. Got different bakery materials. Here's our bakery sign. I need to rotate you, my darling. Like this, and then we scale you down even more. Oh, I hate that the camera is so fast. No, it's stuck somewhere. Let's select this one. So it's shining through. Visible on both sides. That's the neat part of the decal. It is visible wherever it hits a surface. So we can have it painted from both sides with just one element. And there we have it. I think that will tell enough. So let's make a screenshot of that too. I think we can maybe draw it onto a wall if there's enough space. Oh, second shield. I want to call it a shield. Sign. So let's add here. I'll just take this bit, copy paste, so you can see here's a decal 1. And then we just move it over Turn it for 90 degrees. This. And slightly make it oversized here. No. It won't listen to me. Scaling is. I can try to get it up here. Yo! Try this here as well. Just a bit. That's unfortunately already too much. Yep. Compile, save. And then we can see it. Yeah. If that's not inviting, then I don't know. And now let's solve this. You can see it's just a pixel. It's moved 4 pixel. But which element is the odd one? So this is that part. Got here another one. And this is all that, all that. Let's check here again. It's that back part at the window. So let's try to move you just for 1. I'm adding my 1 grid. Save, let's see. This is still there. That is the Z. See if I move it just half a pixel. Is it better? Is it worse? Give me a sec. I will do it double screen so you will see whatever the outcome is while I am playing with the number here. Can't see anything here. Bring you back. It was too much. Transform 669. Too much. 661. Barely visible. 65. Oh, that's the height then. Okay. So 66.9. Oops. And let's try to move this then. Ah, okay, that is the wrong direction, but the right lever. So yeah, we have to check if this is okay. Now this is too much. We can solve that. 2.5 maybe. Yep, that was it. Save. Yeah. I've done it. I did it. I want an image with some bakery interior and the sign. Oh, okay, see the steam up there? It's so cute. Last image for today. Copy, paste, and that's it. I have everything. So I can save now and say thank you everyone for watching. That was quite a stream. Fresh made calories, yes. So this is my weekly drawing stream. Next time we see each other on Sunday, where I have another coding stream. So I am making it one coding, one drawing, one coding, one drawing. So it's not getting too boring. Thanks for the part. Yeah. So thanks everyone for your points, your support, and your watch time. I really appreciate to have all of you on board, and I hope to see you in our Discord to have some nice discussions about features we could have, about things and logics and what not. But yeah, that's for it for today. Last thing I have to say is good day, good night, good whatever time zone you are. I love you all and bye bye.